Sophie, what did you see?
I saw a nun.
What's up, guys?
What's good?
Back from another perspective, and we are about to review Nun II.
Part 2.
So we just saw it, and it was produced by James Wan, and the director is Michael Chavez. And they're both really good. James Wan is over the whole Conjuring universe. We all know that.
Yeah.
And he came with, I think, another slight banger, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, most definitely.
Yeah.
Just came out September 8th, 2023. Opening weekend box office was $88.10 million with a budget of $38 million. So they already passed their budget.
Yep.
Looks like it's on its way to be a real big banger, and everybody kind of agrees.
Yeah, guys, like we usually tell you guys, you want to try to double your budget, and they definitely doubled it. So,
Yep. Most definitely.
On a good track, and that was just opening weekend.
Rotten Tomatoes didn't feel that good about it, though, 46%. So that's kind of on the lower side. I don't know, me and Donovan had our opinions on Polly Y.
Yeah. And
we'll get to that here in a little bit. IMDb came out at 6 out of 10. Google users are at 89% are enjoying this movie, so that's pretty high. I enjoyed it myself. Audience score is 74%. So, I mean, it looks like pretty much everybody's enjoying it. Everybody's liking it.
Right, everyone's enjoying it. It's above that 70%, except for Rotten Tomatoes. But, again, we got our reasons why they probably didn't like it. But you know, we can go ahead and get into our actors. We got Sister Irene, who's Tasia Farmiga. We got Deborah, who's Storm Reed, who kind of helps out Sister Irene in this movie. We'll get more into that, obviously, in the spoilers, and also into when we review it. The Nun was played by Bonnie Aarons, who, of course, played the Nun in the first Nun, and also in the Conjuring movie when you first were introduced to the Nun.
The Demon Nun, just to be specific. Not Sister Irene or anybody else.
Yes, yeah, the Demon Nun, yes, played by Bonnie. And then you have our new cast that's in this movie, Kate, who's played by Anna Popplewell. She's a mom at this boarding school that we'll talk about a little later. Maurice, who is played by Jonas Bloquet. He was in the first Nun. And... you know, in this one, we'll get to that a little later, but he's very important in this one. And Sophie, who's Caitlin Rose Downey, and that's Kate, who we just introduced. That's her little girl at this boarding school.
And Kate teaches at the school, and she teaches her daughter there too. Yeah. And Maurice is, we'll get in there a little bit.
We'll get to that. But you want to give your rating first and kind of get in? Or do you want to just kind of... Well, I guess we give a little thing on what it's about.
Yeah, okay. So this takes place in France, and this is back in 1956. So this is way before all the Conjuring actually took place. This is the start of everything. Basically what's going on, there's been a series of deaths, and of course the bishop, I think it was the bishop or the pope.
It was the bishop.
Bishop, okay, called Sister Irene,
Oh, no, the Pope called Sister Irene.
Okay, Pope called Sister Irene to go investigate. So she going to investigate. Come to find out, the nun is back. The demon nun is back, and that's pretty much what's going on. That's what the movie's about.
Yep. If you guys remember from the first one, if you don't, you know, you should go check it out. But the first one, she did think she got rid of the nun by the blood of Jesus Christ, and the blood didn't help, and now we're back in the Nun II. So you're thinking, what can possibly help with this situation if the blood of Jesus didn't help you? But you know, so the nun's back, and the nun is very angry. The nun is very angry.
She's out for revenge.
Doesn't care who's in her way. She's out for, or he's out for, you know, whatever demon is. One thing and one thing only. And we'll get into that. So, Yep.
So, right straight into rating?
Let's do it. Let's do it.
So, on this particular movie, guys, I enjoyed it. I gave it an 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 because I really did enjoy the acting. Everybody was on point. I think Kate, her daughter, Sister Irene always, and I think as far as the demon nun, she played her role. She came out, and she there was a little couple jump scares in there that I was like, oh.
For sure.
You know, because she just popped out, but... yeah, I enjoyed it, so 8 out of 10 for me.
Nice. I'm going to have to give it a 7 out of 10 for me. You know, I thought it was a good movie for sure. There were some things that we'll get into the spoilers with. But I really enjoyed, like you said, the cast and everything. I enjoyed, obviously, Bonnie, who plays the nun.
Yeah.
She always does a great job. Whoever does her makeup does an awesome job.
Seriously.
As the nun. And I like some special effects that they put in here, like they did in the first one. The first one had a lot more jump scares than this one, but this one was a lot more serious from the nun side in terms of the nun had an objective and was very angry. So from the very beginning, I think first 5 minutes, you see some crazy scene and you're like, okay, this is going to be a pretty good movie because it's already a different tone from the first one. And so, really good movie. There were some things I didn't like I didn't really like the ending. I didn't really like a couple things that weren't explained in the movie, but again, we'll get into that in the spoilers. But yeah, 7 out of 10. So definitely check it out, though, guys.
Go watch it. Yeah,
go watch it.
All right, that's it for just a regular basic review.
Yep.
Like, comment, subscribe if you're leaving to go watch the movie. Hope you enjoy it. But right now we're going into spoilers.
Spoilers, guys. Let's get it.
Yep. So back with spoilers.
Yep. So yeah, we have to get on into this, guys. It's a lot to unpack, but not really, I guess. But
like you said, it's a different take with the whole vibe. You know, right off the bat, the first 5 minutes, I mean, the nun just straight kills.
Yes, kills this priest, and not just kills him, sets him on fire. So she gets him lifted up, and he catches on fire, and this little altar boy, which you said you were altar boy, right?
Yeah, that was funny. I was like, oh shit, because they're over here drinking the wine kind of a little too much, and it's like, man, I remember when I was an altar boy when I was little. We go back there and start sipping on the wine too, so shit.
Was it really that big of a bottle? They had like a big bottle that the wine, that the altar boy had to carry up these stairs and stuff. Was it that?
Well, that was 1956.
That's true. That's true. They probably had
nowadays they have a whole bunch of stuff that you see at Kroger. You know, all the top shelf stuff.
Yeah, probably cheaper than back. Well, back then probably what, a cent or 5 cents.
Shit, right? But it was good right off the bat. It already shows you a more aggressive feel than none. She really wants revenge
for sure,
and it's a series of killings that she goes through.
Yes.
So the Pope got scared and it was like, oh no, we need Sister Irene back here.
Yes, and so she's going on these killings, and they're trying to Sister Irene, who the Pope came to find at some nun facility or whatever.
Yeah, like a rehab almost.
Kind of, sort of.
Well, she was there for rehabilitation, you know.
Right, but she was undercover, though. Nobody knew who she was.
True.
And so they're telling the story of this nun who defeated this, this nun, Sister Irene, who defeated this evil demon that, shows up as a nun. And, basically they're talking, and she's over there, like, looking around. And we all know this is the badass that they're talking about, but obviously nobody knows who she is. But then here comes the Pope, and the Pope's like, we need your services again. And she's like, I don't want to. And he's basically like, it's not me asking. We need you. Like, you need to get back out there and figure out what this demon wants. Because they're like, some things that are going on that happened in the first, movie, but in the first event with the nun. So here she goes back again, hoping that it's not the nun, but she's thinking, back. Here we go. So
and come to find out, the whole time, if you watch the nun part 1, at the end, Maurice, he's the reason that we're back in this movie.
Yes,
remember that upside down crucifix or cross on his back?
Yes,
that was it. That was a sign, man.
Yes.
He's over here going around. Because at the end of the movie, he leaves. He's like, I'm going to go travel.
Yes.
I'm going to go do something. But come to find out, he's coming back home now.
Yep.
Frenchie the Frenchman. And, he doesn't even realize he's doing these things.
He doesn't even realize he's possessed. And if you remember in the first movie, the nun had him in a chokehold. And then all of a sudden, a snake comes from the nun's mouth into his body. But they don't go into that. So the second movie starts off with, okay, that's how the nun survived. The blood of Jesus Christ, because we're like, how do you survive that? But I guess that part of the nun died, but it's so powerful that it can go into another body, any type of form that it has or whatever. It can possess another body, and that's how it stays alive. So anyway, we get to where, first they're traveling over. Sister Irene's traveling and trying to figure out what's going on, And then Deborah, played by Storm Reed, you know, she kind of goes with her saying, you know, I want to believe and stuff like that. And
yeah, because she doubts in the whole faith and everything. So
she's like, I want to go with you. I want to experience this. But if I was Sister Irene, I'd be like, no, you need to stay home because I need a believer. You know? I'm facing a bad demon. Like I need someone strong.
Seriously. But, you know, how you gonna go somewhere where it's like, you know, it looks into you, and if they see any doubts, they're going to go and emphasize on those doubts and turn you against and use you against, you know, the will of God, as Sister Irene's going there to do. But
so
they could have done so much more with Deborah, though.
They could have done
get more into that later. But so they go and investigate, and sure enough, you know, she finds out right away, right off the bat. It's almost like the demon nun, sends a message out to her and
pretty much,
let her know, now I'm back.
Yeah, she basically did, because it was when she was in the hotel and she's looking for the boy, the altar boy, you know, trying to question him. And
that scene?
She's like, did you take his cross or whatever? Because that's how they figure out who the priest is or what the priest's bloodline is back in the day. And he's like, yeah, I did. I was scared. I'm sorry. And then all of a sudden, she has this, I don't know, some...
Well, she follows the boy into the alley. And
the nun does what the nun does, which sends, like, visions to her. And, like, there's... I don't know if y'all saw the trailer, but it was a newspaper stand thing where the papers are flying. And, you know...
The outline of the nun comes out and she pops up and grabs it.
And then Deborah finds her in the road, like, Sister Irene, you know, finds her in the road, passed out. So she's like, all right, I'm facing the nun again. And so, I mean, but the nun had a couple kills, like...
most definitely.
Not only the priest, but she killed a boy. She killed some little kid. Some, like, he was delivering some items to the house or whatever. Killed him pretty gruesomely. You saw blood come out and stuff. It was pretty bad.
Started choking him up against the wall.
Right, and she's obviously looking for something, which later find out she's looking for these eyes that are from this lady from...
Well, they gave you the story of how she became what she is. You know, apparently she was a
fallen angel. Right?
Well, they called her a fallen angel. Or the reference was that she was a fallen angel because she was burned at the stake by some people. But before they burned her at the stake, they like gouged her eyes out. And they actually kept them in something.
They kept them in some type of... Well, this wasn't a nun. This was the...
But isn't that who she is?
No, this is...
Because that's why she wanted the eyes?
Yeah, so she wanted the eyes to gain power or whatever, to be all powerful. But it was this, like... She wasn't the fallen angel that got the eyes taken. It was some, like... I don't know, some lady that was some special lady or something that... Because Sister Irene...
They consider her a saint, basically.
They consider her a saint of something. Judith or something like that? But anyway, her eyes come out, and these are some powerful eyes. And the nun wants them because the nun is a fallen angel, and the nun wants her powers, or his powers, back. You know, so become all powerful if I get these eyes or whatever.
And she got them back all right. Sister Irene didn't do too good at keeping them eyes away from her.
Sister Irene did pretty bad. It was a lot of stuff went down. I mean, we got to see the nun's demon form. Which we thought was pretty cool. And it was like a goat form or something?
Yeah, so there's this those nice, beautiful little mural glasses that they have at the churches. Little goat, and man, they had a little story with it. The girls at the boarding school, because by this time Maurice and the nun, they've traveled through, I guess, Europe, and made their way back to the sanctuary that ended up turning into a boarding school for girls. And there's this thing where if you see this goat, you know, you're looking at the devil, and sure enough, that goat turns into the devil and comes after him. Like that, that was crazy.
It was crazy.
That was an intense scene.
It was one of those things where it's like, whoa, it's like, and then we thought some, you know, kids would get taken out, but no more kids got in. Well, they got injured.
We were hoping they died
against the wall, and it was something, but like she just knocked them out and chased everybody else. So it's one of those things where you just want to put fear in them. I don't know. While she's trying to, or the nun's trying to get these eyes or whatever, and like Sal said, finally gets them, but that's the ending we're talking about, where it's like, it was just very, like, I don't know.
Like, quick. The last and final act was pretty quick. They ended it real fast.
Right. It was just like one of those things where it's like, okay, there could have been a lot more to it, especially with Maurice, who was possessed. So the nun somehow controlled Maurice, who was chasing people, came out as the nun, but then also came out in that demon form, right? Or was it more like because Maurice was going around trying to, like gave Sister Irene a punch.
Yeah. Oh man, that wasn't just a punch, man. That was like oh, you want So he sent her flying, bro.
Yeah, like that was a Captain Falcon. Yeah, it was like
Homelander.
She went against the window. She's like, but I'm like, she popped up. I'm like, okay.
She took that like a champ.
Yeah, so it was pretty crazy. Yeah. And, chasing everybody around. And so Sister Irene, they found the eyes or whatever. But then Sister Irene is getting slammed on the ground by Maurice.
Her head.
Yeah.
I'm surprised she didn't have
like, your skull should be cracked or something. Yeah. And then Sophie comes up, which is a little girl of Kate, who's at the school for girls, the boarding school, gets the eyes and runs. And then that's when the nun looks, okay. And so, Maurice starts chasing her. But then, while Maurice is chasing her, you got the nun in demon form chasing Deborah and the other little girls, and I'm just like, there's a lot going on.
It was. But, and then she also brought to life what was that old lady? What was she, like the headmasters?
Yeah.
Of the boarding school? Brought her back to life because these little girls
Yeah.
With the
cockroaches and stuff. Was she really bad? I don't know, but Chuck grabbed that girl. One of the bullies who we wanted something to happen to. You got bullies. You need to use the bullies.
They got stabbed.
You make them hate it. Yeah, she gets stabbed, like a little stab on the shoulder or something. It's like,
with a horn.
I don't understand these horrors. Back then you had those bullies. It's like they about to get got.
Yeah.
But now bullies just live. It's like
seriously, huh?
What's up?
Not a Cobweb.
Yeah, Cobweb. They got torn. Yeah, they got torn up. Watch that movie. Watch our review.
Go watch Cobweb.
We got a review on Cobweb, but they got. You're right. Those bullies.
Yeah, I was really excited about that one.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah, hey, y'all did y'all thing here. Sophie, she came in clutch. She went and got the eyes for Sister Irene, but again, Sister Irene couldn't hold on to them, and the demon nun, she just got the powers, and it lasted like 2.5 seconds.
Yeah.
After that, she was back to dying.
Yeah, it's go ahead.
Maurice, like you said, I think he should have died because like you're possessed, you're breaking all your bones, you're doing all these weird pop locking, and so you'd think that he'd be like too damaged to survive that, but no.
Yep. It was pretty crazy, and the same we're thinking of was Saint Lucy, who got her eyes popped out.
Yeah.
And at the end of all this crazy stuff, the nun gets those eyes, and puts them in. So we're like, oh, it's done. It's over. The nun pops up, floating up in it, and then it's like some light behind her. It was a pretty cool scene.
Yeah,
there was
some
light behind. I keep saying her, but we don't know what the demon is. The demon goes up in there, and some light behind. So it gets like angel powers or something. All of a sudden, darkness in the back. It was a pretty cool scene. And then the nun, it's like, fire everywhere and stuff like that. She picks up Sister Irene. He picks up whatever it is. And Sister Irene catches on fire like half of her body. And then that's when it goes into showing off that, hey, you are a, descendant of St. Lucy.
Yeah. And
so you're powerful. So, and then her mom's like, I'm always with you, whatever, all this kind of stuff. And then all of a sudden, fire goes away, and
she
then
became a believer.
Or it's like, I'm actually pretty powerful. And then, so the nun gets all crazy. Some sticks come out of the ground and stuff. They're stuck and fire everywhere, all this. And then Sister Irene just looks at
Sister Deborah.
Yeah, Sister Deborah, and is like, pray with me.
Sister, pray with me.
And then they're like, what do they say? Wine. And then I guess the wine, I don't know, went across the nun, and the nun, caught on fire some? And then that was it. The nun died.
That quick. I'm telling you, 2.5 seconds later.
After the nun got the eye. So we're just like, what? It's like, oh, come on. Then they wasted our time a little bit more with the demons still chasing the kids after the nun got the eyes. And so you already know, we're excited, like, okay, this is about to be, Sister Irene about to get flown around,
seriously,
Deborah about to get tossed around,
all these girls finna die, but
no, they're just showing them being chased in the hallway, and the demon can't even bust through a door, and it's just like, okay, we just want to go back to the nun, because the nun is all powerful now, got these eyes. Then Sister Irene's like, those eyes ain't nothing. You know, I am the eyes. And it's like,
I got power.
let me pray. I got wine. You know, Jesus turned water into wine. I can turn it into a weapon against you. And it's like,
but the blood of Christ didn't do nothing to her.
The blood of Christ. Well, I guess the blood of Christ destroyed that version of the nun, but it was still in Marie's. And don't even let me get to that, because at the end they win this unbelievable battle that they won in 2.5 seconds. And then so Maurice is here, you know, wakes up like, oh, thank you. Doesn't even give Sister Irene a hug, nothing.
Nah, literally
wakes up. It was the most awkward thing ever. He is just like, thank you. Gets up, goes over to Kay, who he's been wanting to be with for quite a while. You can tell throughout the whole movie. Yeah. He's had eyes for her since he's been to the boarding school. And then they walk away. And I'm just like, okay, wait. Hold on.
You ain't even going to show a little bit of gratitude?
You're not going to show no gratitude at all. No hug, like, you know, and they had a little something in the first movie, I thought. Yeah. Shooting this one, he's like, I got my girl. He's like, I got my girl, got my daughter, Sophie. I'm out, you know, it's like, I'm out of here. So, you know, finally they walk away, and I'm just like, Irene, did you not learn from the first movie when he got on the train with the nun? He got to die. He has to die right now.
It was his fault. He killed people, man.
Exactly.
He's a murderer.
He's a murderer, and it's like, she just let him walk away with a smile on her face. And I'm just like, you ain't learned nothing, because we don't really know if the nun's dead. True. The nun just got these St. Lucie eyes, and St. Luke's supposed to be, you know, giving these all-powerful eyes. And then it's like, just like that, you think the nun's dead. It's like, you're not going to... I'd be like, Maurice, you know, he's all passed out, he's opening his eyes. I'm like, sorry, Maurice. It's like, you got to go. Like, seriously. She just let him walk away, and I'm just like, so if you go through this again, Sister Irene, don't be surprised.
Seriously, don't be surprised. You start taking some precautions and, you know, start slicing some necks yourself.
Something,
you know,
pray. Christ, I'm sorry. It's like, you got to go. But,
and don't take no doubters with you. Nah. And again, they could have done more with Sister Deborah, because the whole time she was just doubting, like, I gotta see a miracle to believe. Yeah. Please, sister. It wasn't until she saw the fire from when Sister Irene was burning up, when she saw the fire go away. She's like, I believe.
Yeah.
I believe I can pray.
Yeah. I think Deborah was one who was like, wine. And she's like, it's like, oh, come on, give me a break. Like, oh,
that's supposed to be the blood of Christ, too, when they turn it to wine.
Yeah, but she turned the wine into blood. Right, because, you know, you take your, you know, it's like, oh, my gosh.
A little bit
you get your offering first Sundays. I get it, but it's like, come on, now. So now you have the power of Jesus? Is that what you're saying?
She's a prophet.
Maybe she does. Maybe she does. Because Catholic sister... or the St. Lucie, maybe some all-powerful that we're not really familiar with. Tell us in the comments what we're missing here. But yeah, I mean, Sister Irene is a descendant, and she is a badass.
Yeah, she has powers.
Yes. And the after credits showed that she's actually connected to Vera Farmiga, who plays Lorraine Warren in the Conjuring movies. Yep. So that kind of shows that they're connected. And yeah, it's kind of because they showed them at the end. So I guess this next movie is going to bring them together, because we do know the nun came from the first Conjuring movie, where they kind of showcase how badass, or the second one showcase how badass the nun is. And yeah, so I guess we'll see them together more and kind of go from there.
I can't wait to see what comes next.
Yeah, Conjuring universe, you're on the up. It's doing pretty good.
Seriously.
I like it.
Yeah. Can't wait to see what else they come with.
Yeah, we don't need no more Annabelle movies, but yeah. Unless Annabelle and Nun working together, like, see them shaking hands, it's like, okay, so we gotta. But I mean, come on, if the Nun not dead now, which I don't think it is, because Conjuring's after this movie, right? Mm-hmm. So the Nun comes back, so I don't know how you kill this thing.
Maybe there was something we didn't see, because there'd be parts where cut off from the sisters when they were being chased.
That's true.
I mean, the little girls and everything, Sister Deborah, who knows?
That's true.
Maybe something did happen to Sister Deborah and we don't know.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Juan, we'll see what you come up with. Yep. I mean, you got some badass movies. I don't know how you're going to continue it, but we'll see.
Yeah.
I mean, it can only go up from here, right?
Seriously. Guys, like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what you thought about the movie. Yes, let us know what y'all figure out as far as the connection goes, and what comes of that. And yeah, we'll catch you on the next one.
See you guys, James. Thanks for joining your boys from another perspective, and we'll catch you guys on the next review.
Peace.